Good evening. 234 years ago, the forefathers of the American Republic wrote the following: "We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that to secure these rights, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed, that whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government." My friends, that quote from the unanimous Declaration of the 13 United States of America, enacted on July 4th, 1776, memorialized into history the foundation and, to some degree, the authority under God for tonight's program. Welcome to our regular listeners and to freedom-loving people around the world. You're listening live to a special broadcast of Take No Prisoners at the Republic Broadcasting Network, and we're coming to you tonight commercial-free. I'll ask you if you would refrain from calling in the call-in number. We're swamped at the moment with your calls. That number is not for listening folks. That number is simply for people calling in, and our special guests tonight are being blocked out by your calls. You can listen to this program at the Republic Broadcasting Network on the internet at republicbroadcasting.org. I'm your host, Dr. Sam Kennedy. Today is Sunday, January 31st, 2010, a day that will live in history, for it is the day we begin the process of reclaiming the American continent from corporations posing as legitimate governments. I'm dedicating tonight's program to all of our colleagues, to all of you, listeners and non-listeners, to the men and women who have suffered these many years at the hands of a corporation gone crazy. To all of you people who have had homes that have been invaded by SWAT teams, who have had guns pointed at the heads of their children by agents of a corporate state acting in territorial capacity outside normal constitutional limitations on the land of your forefathers. I'm dedicating the program to all of you whose lives have been ruined by liens and levies and seizures by agents of foreign agencies, to all of you who have been tossed off your land by the banking institutions of this country, to the thousands of you who languish in prison for tax issues and crimes against the state, crimes which occur or purported to occur in the complete absence of an injured party, for those of you in prison for speaking against the corporate government. I'm dedicating this program to the thousands of you who suffer in United States gulags for the high crime of refusing to pray to a corporate court, for refusing to stand to a corporate actor in a black robe, for refusing to enter the bar knowing that you're granting jurisdiction and accepting authority of a corporate employee. To all of you who have been injured and killed and sent to prison for refusing to exhibit state-issued documents that identify you as subject-class citizens. To all of you who have been coerced to volunteer your most intimate personal information under incarceration for so many years that you and your neighbors and your friends and your family believe it's absolutely normal to divulge all of your business to the state of the creation of your forefathers. To all of you, to the people of the American continent who are about to face the collapse of a currency and an entire economy which has been based upon the notion that promissory notes to a foreign-owned bank could ever function to the benefit of anyone other than the banking cartels. The program is dedicated tonight to all Americans who live in the fear of their own government. To the members of the Tea Parties, to the Glenn Becks and Jesse Venturas who seek change but only possess a small portion of the story, to the souls of the 110, 15, 20,000 Japanese Americans who were arrested by FDR without a warrant, without due process of law, on the swipe of a pen on an executive order in the land where such things could never happen in a mere 40 or 50 years ago in 1942. To the millions, make that 60 to 70 years ago, to the millions of black Americans who have been condemned to poverty and deprivation for nothing other than to gain their allegiance to a government as their Lord and Savior. This program is dedicated to the souls of the Native Americans who were trampled at the foot of the Virginia Company on the land of their forefathers, and to Ron Paul and the libertarians and the champions of liberty everywhere, to all who are tired of having every aspect of their lives dictated by a faceless corporation run by robotic members of the City of London Bar Association. And finally, I'd like to dedicate tonight's program to Irwin and Lynn and Hartford and Leroy and Roger and Jack and Stephen and Sam and Winston and all the other courageous men and women who the general public has never heard of, but who have taken a stand against corporate oligarchy. This program is dedicated tonight to each and every one of you listening, and your neighbors, your friends, your loved ones, the American people, as we bring you the unanimous declaration of the sovereign people of the United States of America to restore and re-inhabit the free American republics. The sovereign people do hereby declare the following. We, the people, inhabiting the North American continent, free men and women convened under God, having been granted by the Creator dominion over all the earth, to restore the blessings of liberty for ourselves and the posterity, do hereby invoke our sacred right to alter or abolish destructive government as memorialized in the unanimous declaration of the 13 United States of America, circa 1776. By declaring herewith this solemn declaration to the people of the earth and all governments and nations derived therefrom. Whereas we do not now, nor have we ever been possessed of a desire to relinquish any of our unalienable rights for the dubious benefits of limited liability or any other compelled revocable privileges of a subject class citizenship of the United States, nor to relinquish every aspect of our lives to corporations posing as legitimate governments. Whereas we do not now, nor have we ever entered into a binding